world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore. Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up, put the dream team together. Now we
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
A late season breakout at the end of 2021 with the Raiders earned Zay Jones a big deal as part of Jacksonville's spending spree this offseason. And he'll need to keep up that kind of play in order to stand out in a crowded Jags receiving room. First downs like that, an excellent way to continue to earn more opportunities.
Nice effort from Jalen Petrie getting to him behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Jalen Petrie in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognized that he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the counter, Etienne. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Jaguars at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And the Texans scoop it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Well, they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. This defense not budging, back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A first down throw for Mills. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Mills. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Room here to run. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Try and walk it. Check hot route. Hot. Stand. Tighten up. Hey.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lawrence to throw. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run with ETN. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Badgley able to knock this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. So
back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mills to throw it. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mills to the air again. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Fourth down, Mills. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mills. Swings this out here for Cohen. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Agnew now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
That's how you get fired up, baby. That's how you get fired up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Looking to throw is Mills. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. A carry here for the big tight end. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Rolling to his left. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. To try again after the sack, Lawrence. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Mills throw there, taken in by Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills flushed out right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Davis Mills with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A short kick taken at the 18. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that part.
And now here is another interception. Isaac Yedem picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, ETN. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. Lawrence will throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Mills now looks to throw on first down. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And now here is another interception. Derek Stingley picks it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And my goodness, another interception. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Texans, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before...
for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread.